Did you used to play in this park when you were a kid, Ludger? Oh, right. Must have been nice. I was an only child. Yes?
Dr. Mathis, it's Mary. Those pushy people are skulking around the lab again. The one guy says he has a valuable spirit fossil. He's insisting that you trade him your device for it.
What? Did he say anything else?
Only that it's from one of the great spirits. Apparently he got it through connections. I'd have Director Balin deal with it, but he's at an investors meeting right now. With just us here, we don't know what to do.
Stonewall him, Mary. You're in Helioborg now?
I am.
I'll be right there. Don't agree to anything he says, okay? And tell everyone else to do the same.
She sure talks loud.
Sorry, guess you heard her. I have to go take care of that. That was one of the other Spyrite researchers in Helioborg. She seemed a little worked up. Are you sure?
I'm going too.
Thanks. In that case, let's get to Helioborg. The Spyrite Research Lab is on the 13th floor of the main building.
Come on, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. It's win-win. I don't see why you even need to bother Dr. Mathis with this.
Look, for the last time, our answer is no.
You sure about that? I've heard a few things about this lab, you know. Your research is dead in the water without this, am I wrong?
Let's hurry onward.
Dr. Mathis!
I'm Jude Mathis. Sorry to keep you waiting. How might I help you today?
Ah, Dr. Mathis. Just the man I wanted to see. I've got an offer you can't refuse. It's about that device of yours.
I already told you, it's still undergoing clinical trials. We're not ready to accept any offers.
But I hear you've achieved a success rate close to 80% with lesser spirit-class Spyrites. That's good enough for practical use. Sign an exclusive distribution deal with us and you'll find yourselves on Easy Street.
We'll decide when the device is good enough. A 20% failure rate just doesn't cut it.
Is that so? You're certainly cavalier about your lack of progress. I know how much money has been sunk into this project. Investors aren't exactly the patient type. Of course, I didn't come to a contract negotiation empty-handed. That's a great spirit fossil. Something like that might come in handy for your research.
A great spirit. Celsius, perhaps?
Yep, the genuine article. Wielded by the leader of Exodus himself.
Celsius's fossil sank to the bottom of the sea a year ago, in the ruins of the ESS Zenithra. The Riza Maxian government conducted the salvage operation of the Zenithra. I believe that makes this fossil the property of Riza Maxia. How'd you end up with it?
You certainly know your stuff, Dr. Mathis.
perhaps it's time for you to leave.
I know when I've worn out my welcome. I'll bid farewell for today. But I hope you'll give my proposal some thought, for the sake of your research.
Don't forget that.
Consider it a gift. Although you didn't get it from me, of course. Catch my drift?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm sorry you had to deal with that guy.
Oh no, I'm totally okay. Thank you so much for coming, Dr. Mathis. Thanks to all of you.
Mary, would you put this in safekeeping for me? I don't know if it really is what he claims, but why take any chances?
Of course. I'll inform Dr. Balin as well.
Thanks, Mary. Let's go. Sorry for getting you mixed up in this. I get that a lot. I get where they're coming from, but we just need more data before we can begin full-scale implementation. If we could begin testing it with great spirits. No, forget I said that. We can't rush into things unprepared. Yeah, you're right. We're too close to our goal to risk going off the rails now. It's just that sometimes I lose sight of my convictions. Then I don't know what to do.
Jude.
Thanks. I'll keep looking for an answer. It's out there somewhere. Thanks for coming along, Ludger. It felt good to have some backup.
Oh, hey, Ludger. What's up? Got some juicy news you're just dying to share?
You'll have to forgive Leia. She's become a raging scoopaholic. I wouldn't be surprised if she mugged me just to get a story in the crime blotter.
Come on, stop it already. Oh, Chief. Are you chasing down a hot tip? Reporter Leia Rolando would be happy to help.
No.
Oh, come on! How else will I learn?
Very well. Take this to the station.
Chief?
I'm sure you're ready for a simple errand. Off with you now. Chop chop.
Oh, did you get a chance to look at that story I turned in yesterday?
D-. The newspaper is not a diary for your rambling opinions. Next time, try having a point. What were you writing about anyway? Unemployment, the environment, corruption, culture. You can't just write about whatever pops into your head. You need to...
I need to do what?
figure it out for yourself. I'm going for a walk. See you later.
So that's Leia's boss.
He's nice enough outside of work, but boy is he a tough editor. Any little flaw in your story and he'll tear it apart. But he's a world-class writer. When you read one of his pieces, it's like the whole story unfolds in your mind. I would kill to have half his skill.
So that's why you were trying to tag along with him?
The man works so quickly, I've never seen how he does it. I thought this could be my chance. Well, guess I better get this to the station.
Why don't we tag along, shall we?
Thanks. Okay, let's get this done.
Listen, Leia. I'm always happy to get texts from you, but...
What's up? You sound serious.
Enough with the emoticons already. I can barely even figure out what your messages are about. And what's with this creepy frog picture you sent over? How the hell is that supposed to look like me?
What? The emoticons make texting cute and fun. And the frog has those morose little eyes that made me think of you.
You can't be serious.
See? Ludger gets it. If there's something you can't quite put into words, you can convey it with an emoticon.
Got any examples?
Well, like when you're bummed out. Or, you know, psyched up about something.
You can't convey those in words? And you're a journalist?
I mean, I could, but emoticons are cuter. It makes your mail all lively and fun. It makes the recipient happy to read it.
Maybe that's true when normal people use them. But your messages are so packed with emoticons it looks like some sort of facial expression cipher. Have some pity for the guy who has to decode them.
Fine. I'll be more careful. Excuse me. I'm from the Daily Triglyph.
Ah, yes. You have it, then? You that new girl they hired?
Yep, that's me.
Huh. And you're from Riza Maxia, right? So you guys just borrow power from spirits whenever you need anything?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that.
Like, if you get diarrhea or something, you'd need to pray to the spirits or perform rituals to get better? You don't have to worry about that here. Our healthcare system is second to none. If you ever get the trots or anything, just let us know.
Sorry. That kinda shook me up.
I don't think so, no, but that just makes it that much harder to deal with. It sounds like stories of Riza Maxian spirit worship get pretty mangled when they come over.
He was a creep.
If you let every Olympian misconception bug you, you'll grind your teeth down to the gums.
I know. I guess I just get irritable when I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Let's just get this back to the chief. He said he was going for a walk. He's probably still somewhere around town. Oh man, I'm so hungry.
A bar would probably be our best bet to get a bite around here. What do you think?
Welcome. We're just about to start serving lunch. What can I get you? Very good, sir.
Huh? You're ordering lunch? Is that because I said I was hungry earlier? Oh, that's sweet.
Someone's in a good mood.
So, why shouldn't I be? I just got a lunch date with a real ladies' man.
Nice work scoring points at Leia, but be honest, you were just jonesing for grub, right?
Well... Your meal's coming right up. Feel free to sit wherever you like.
That hit the spot. I was ready to eat my shoe. Yeah, I guess I needed that.
You can't do good work if you're out of fuel.
Sorry if I got weird on you earlier. I'm totally okay now. Sometimes things just don't work out, no matter how hard you try. But that's no excuse for giving up on what you can do. And let's face it, enthusiasm is pretty much my greatest quality. If I give up on that, I got nothing.
Okay, now that you've refueled, let's finish your errand already.
That was great. I can't wait to go back.
You just ate and you're already thinking of going back?
I'm back now, Chief. Researching something? I'll help.
Tell me something. Why do we do extensive research?
In order to write articles for the newspaper?
Okay then. And what do those newspaper articles require?
Well, speed? Wait, no. Maybe accuracy?
The station agent you gave the documents to is kind of a creepy fellow, right? Say you were writing an article about him. You think all you'd need is speed and accuracy? If you don't know the answer, you might as well give up.
You got me. That his idea of advice, or was he just being a jerk?
I wonder. It's weird to say this, but that was actually the longest conversation he's ever had with me about the job. It's gotta mean something. Anyway, he said I should give up trying to be a reporter if I didn't know the answer. Which means if I learn the answer, I can be a reporter!
That's one way to look at it.
All right, I'll figure it out! But first, I owe you one, Ludger. Whenever you need help with your gig, just let me know. Thanks for everything today, guys.
Death to your debts! The least I can do is get you charged up, right? I wonder if the sound of my voice brightens your day. I bet it does.
What do you want?
Where does it hurt? I'm a doctor.
We've confirmed your arrival at Aladhi Seahaven. Recover the data from the pursuit agent and return to Company HQ.
Sorry about that. Here's the data.
But these poor people.
Recovering the data is your top priority. Bring it to HQ immediately.
What's so special about it?
It's a copy of all the fractured dimension data that the former Director Kresnik had collected and analyzed.
Huh? Fractured dimension? So you had a run-in with Julius?
Yes. We had him outnumbered 10 to 1, and yet he still decimated us.
But at least we got the data off him. Get it back to HQ. It'll really help us improve our ability to detect waymarkers.
You all go on ahead.
I'll take care of these people.
Need a hand, Princess?
I prefer the company of Rowan, thank you.
This old geezer would be honored to help, young mistress.
Good thing I have thick skin. He beat up his former co-workers, huh?
I want to believe he had a good reason, but... Ugh.
Wow, this place is huge!
We've been expecting you, Mr. Kresnik. Please deliver the item in question directly to the CEO himself.
Look at this place!
It's so big and pretty.
Indoor voice, Leia.
Who are these people? I believe only Mr. Kresnik was invited.
We're a package deal.
I'm Ludger's friend and advisor.
And I'm the acting guardian of these miners.
I'm acting guardian number 2.
And I'm acting guardian of this kitty.
One moment, please.
Acting guardian number 2, huh?
Look who's talking!
All of you may enter. Mr. Bakur is most impressed by the loyalty you engender in others, Mr. Kresnik.
Why, Ludger, I've been waiting for you. Thanks. Any leads on your brother's whereabouts? Well, as it turns out, I have news for you of both varieties. Good and bad. Which one first? I would like to recruit you as an agent in our corporation. Don't act so surprised. It makes perfect sense. I've been keeping my eye on you this whole time. You never back down from difficult situations. More importantly, you have the strength to face them.
I'd wager you've been doing more than just keeping an eye on him.
You've been testing Ludger. You can't get the true measure of a man by observing from a distance.
You said there was bad news, too.
Mr. Kresnik's going on the police's most wanted list.
So they're gonna throw Ludger in jail?
Your life's about to get a lot tougher. But if you become one of my agents, I'll keep the police off your back, even if I have to get pushy.
He doesn't even have a choice. This is blackmail.
I failed to mention that an agent's salary is considerable. You'll be killing two birds with one stone. You can avoid arrest and pay off that massive loan almost overnight, provided you show me results, of course.
What kind of results?
No fractured dimensions.
Fractured dimensions?
Surely you've noticed them.
Worlds like ours, but not?
Think of this flower as our prime dimension, a world where history flows in a way that's familiar to us. But it's not the only blossom. There are offshoots.
When one of these appears, it disperses soul energy from the prime dimension. Our dimension, in other words.
Wait, it disperses? That can't be good.
And what happens if we don't do anything about it?
Ultimately, souls will vanish from the prime dimension. Of course, this means humans will die out as well.
Whoa, time out.
This all sounds pretty far-fetched.
Olympius going dry, the failure of Spyrite technology. What if I were to tell you those effects were caused by the loss of soul energy from the prime dimension?
It can't be true.
Oh, but it is. Spirius has been working to save our world by eliminating its counterparts in the fractured dimensions.
How could you possibly eliminate an entire world?
That is a question for our friend Ludger here. His Chromatus transformation has the power we need to infiltrate and destroy these parasitic realities.
The power to destroy a world.
No fair! I have no idea what everybody's talking about!
Ludger, for the sake of this world, the true world, you must help us. Don't let me down. You're officially a DODA agent of Spirius.
One thing I still don't get. What's causing these fractured dimensions?
It's not a what, it's a who.
A great spirit of Canaan. Kronos.
The land of Canaan?
Another great spirit?
There is nothing to fear. We have in our possession the power needed to oppose him. Come to the underground training area, and I will show you how to wield it.
I have to admit, being an agent for the Spirius Corporation is kind of a big deal. But are you sure about this? Thought so. But if the CEO says you can handle it, that's a big thumbs up. I mean, my editor will barely let me take down a classified ad. This could be your big chance to make it big. Ugh, what reporter uses big twice in one sentence?
Bisley Bakur certainly lives up to his reputation.
He certainly makes an impression. He's like...
That's not far from the truth.
Bakur casts a heavy shadow over the world of Olympian politics. If he wanted to, he could probably topple the government or single-handedly start his own war.
I've been reading back issues of the paper, and it seemed like the Spirius Corporation was a driving force behind the Otherworld reactor plan. But as soon as the schism was destroyed, they immediately switched sides to back Marcia's moderate government.
I wonder what they hope to achieve with that change.
This doesn't sound like any king I've ever heard of.
Well, regardless, he's Ludger's boss now. Let's just make sure we're the ones using him and not the other way around.
That makes sense. We can't accomplish much without him.
But be careful. I don't think that Bakur was lying, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't telling us everything either.
I agree.
How does Bisley know about Ludger's power?
Not exactly the tailored suits and financial reports sort of CEO, huh?
Never thought something like this would be down here.
Must have cost Spirius a pretty penny.
Steel yourself, Agent. I wish we could ease into this, but time is of the essence. You'll have to train the hard way. Actual combat. Don't interfere. Show me what you're made of.
Ludger? Something's wrong with Ludger.
That's enough for now. Still no match for Julius, though.
So that's a Chromatus.
Where'd Ludger learn that trick?
It's a family trait. He's one of Kresnik's descendants. See his watch? It's a Kresnik heirloom, passed down for generations. It's the key to the transformation. Though it would seem Julius has been using yours all this time.
That's not Ludger's. It's my daddy's.
We're talking about Kresnik, the Genesis Sage, right? The one who wielded the Lance of Will?
The Sage Kresnik? Yes, I seem to recall that name from Maxian legend.
So the tale is different here in Olympias?
If Kresnik wasn't a sage, what was he?
A wretched plaything for the spirits. They granted... No, they cursed the Kresnik line with the Chromatus. But Kresnik's curse is humanity's weapon. And you, Ludger, will master it. I will contact you when we detect a new fractured dimension. Until then, rest up.
Look, Ludger, I really hate to bring this up, but you've been neglecting your loan payments lately. Nobody likes a financial deadbeat.
So much for resting up. Too bad you can't just transform away your debt, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like you've gotten a little stronger, Ludger. All thanks to me and Rolo, I bet. A great spirit that lives in the land of Canaan. We gotta find this Chronos guy and ask him where Canaan is.
You're really obsessed with that place, aren't you?
What's wrong with that? I've got a one-track mind.
You do?
Sometimes you shouldn't pursue things too intently. Like how a woman can stifle a man with too much attention, when, in reality, he just needs a little space to sow his wild oats.
Alvin? You're telling this to a child?
You wanna know what my daddy said? Don't ask anyone for anything that you wouldn't be willing to give them yourself.
Oh. Yeah, he's right. That was always my problem.
Right? And you sure love your daddy. I don't love him that much, but he really seems to like me. So, I've got to keep the promise I made to him, no matter what.
Just a moment. I almost forgot to give you your world map. It's standard issue for all DODA agents. I'm sure it will come in handy in your pursuit of the former Director Kresnik.